The history of China is one of the world's oldest and most continuous civilizations, with its roots stretching back thousands of years. Here's a broad overview of major periods in Chinese history. Prehistoric China. Xia Dynasty, circa 2070 to 1600 BCE. Traditionally considered the first Chinese dynasty, though evidence of its existence is debated. The Xia Dynasty marked the beginning of organized society in China. Ancient China. Shang Dynasty, circa 1600 to 1046 BCE. Known for advances in metallurgy, art, and early writing. The discovery of oracle bones provides the first historical records from China. Zhou Dynasty 1046 to 256 BCE. Divided into two parts, the Western Zhou and the Eastern Zhou, 770 to 256 BCE. This era saw the development of Confucianism, Taoism, and legalism. The period also marked the start of the Warring States period, 475 to 221 BCE, a time of conflict between states that eventually led to the unification of China. Imperial China. Qin Dynasty, 221 to 206 BCE. China's first emperor, Qin Shi Huang, unified China, standardized measurements, currency, and writing, and began the construction of the Great Wall. His dynasty was short-lived but highly influential. Han Dynasty, 206 BCE to 220 CE. A golden age of Chinese culture, economy, and military power. The Han expanded China's borders and established the Silk Road, linking China to Europe and the Middle East. Confucianism became the state philosophy. Three Kingdoms period, 220 to 280 CE. A time of disunity following the fall of the Han Dynasty, marked by civil war between the Wei, Shu, and Wu kingdoms. Sui Dynasty, 581 to 618 CE. Short but significant, the Sui Dynasty reunified China and initiated major projects like the Grand Canal. Tang Dynasty, 618 to 907 CE. Another golden age of Chinese culture, particularly in poetry, art, and trade. China expanded its influence through military and cultural dominance. Song Dynasty, 960 to 1279 CE. Known for economic and cultural prosperity, advances in technology such as printing and gunpowder were made. The Song were eventually conquered by the Mongols. Mongol rule and the Yuan Dynasty. Yuan Dynasty, 1271 to 1368. Established by the Mongol ruler Kublai Khan. This period saw China's integration into the vast Mongol Empire. It was a time of openness to foreign influences but was also marked by tension between Mongol rulers and the Chinese people. Ming Dynasty, 1368 to 1644. The Ming Dynasty restored Han Chinese rule after the Mongols. This era was known for its naval expeditions, particularly those of Zhang He, and its grand architectural achievements, like the completion of the Great Wall. The economy grew and China engaged in global trade, though it later became more isolationist. Qing Dynasty, 1644 to 1912. The Qing Dynasty, led by the Manchus, was the last imperial dynasty of China. It expanded China's borders to include Taiwan, Tibet, and Xinjiang. However, internal problems, corruption, and external pressures, especially from Western imperial powers and Japan, weakened the dynasty. The Opium Wars, Taiping Rebellion, and Boxer Rebellion all marked this period of decline. The Republic of China, 1912 to 1949. In 1912, the last emperor, Puyi, was overthrown, and the Republic of China was established. The early years were marked by political instability and regional warlordism. In the 1920s and 1930s, the Kuomintang, KMT, and the Chinese Communist Party, CCP, struggled for control. The Japanese invasion in the 1930s and World War II devastated China. After Japan's defeat, the Civil War resumed, leading to the victory of the Communists in 1949. People's Republic of China, 1949-present. In 1949, the Chinese Communist Party, led by Mao Zedong, established the People's Republic of China. Early years were marked by radical social and economic changes, such as the Great Leap Forward, 1958 to 1962, and the Cultural Revolution, 1966 to 1976, both of which caused widespread suffering and economic disruption. After Mao's death in 1976, Deng Xiaoping initiated economic reforms in the late 1970s, transitioning China from a planned economy to a more market-oriented one. This opened China up to the world and led to rapid economic growth. Today, China is a global superpower, though it continues to face challenges such as human rights issues, political control, and economic inequality. This broad overview of China's history touches on major events and periods, but each era is filled with its own complexities, cultural developments, and historical significance.